I just thought about tuning. Forgot that I haven't tuned. I actually haven't played it all today. And I just wanted to get on for a short time. So thanks. Welcome to Traveling Cello. Look at some forgotten cello music, specifically this time of the forgotten cello music area is in the country of Germany in the 18th century. So the last stream that I did was about this capriccio, and I then recorded it the day after, and I think I did pretty well. I mean, I don't practice all that much these days, and I feel a little bit bad about that in the sense that it's kind of frustrating that I don't play as well as I did a while ago. But that's the way it goes. So this Alexander Uber wrote a set of 6 caprices, and I think they're quite interesting. So far, I think the first one is the most interesting. The others could serve a good purpose for understanding maybe some of the techniques and the thought processes of how cellists and composers approached the instrument back in those days. I think they were still figuring it out, how it could work and make it nice. But on the other hand, there were cellists that were very gung-ho about being virtuosic. This set of 6, there's a lot of virtuosity, and as caprices go, I guess that's okay. They get a little bit boring in a way because they're so repetitive. And I'll just leave it at that. If you have a comment, leave a comment. That'd be great too. Now, before I even play anything, thanks for viewing and thank you for the subscriptions. I'm really excited that I'm finally over 100 subscribers. I'm currently at 105, and it seems like the 105th subscriber just pressed subscribe in the last day. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. That being said, I actually never thought it would take this long to get to 100, but that's the way where we are, and I really didn't accept that you need to be perhaps a little more engaging, make the videos more personal or something like that. And I was pretty reticent about being myself and opening up in a public venue where literally anybody could come and watch. However, it just so happens that on a regular basis, there's only about, I don't know, a dozen. And then after a couple of months, maybe a couple dozen. You get the picture. It's pretty slow. There aren't that many viewers. But this is an incredibly small niche. I play the cello. It's fairly popular, but definitely not like the violin or piano. And then on top of that, I'm really interested in forgotten cello music that's been neglected over the years. And it's just really fascinating to me. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's not on the same level. I accept that. It's definitely not on the same level with Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, and whoever else you can think of that we think of as great composers. But it's worthwhile. I really think it is. Good. My purpose is twofold today. I want to play just a little bit of this caprice just to show you. I have actually been practicing a little bit more since the last stream. And also that the idea that I'm coming up with is that I can push for more cello lessons. And I'm very interested in teaching cello. It's something that I've done since I was 17 years old when I had my very first student, who was just a couple of years younger than me. I think I was maybe a junior in high school and they were a freshman. So I really didn't know what I was doing, but it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot from that teaching. I think I did mostly Suzuki. Didn't really know what to do other than that, and then some scales. And I think I helped them along for half a year or so, and it was interesting. So I personally love to teach cello. I have taught cello for over 20 years, and I have dabbled in teaching other stringed instruments over the years, and piano too. And I have been teaching piano for about 4 years now, and I dabbled in it very briefly about 15 years ago. But the real passion I have is for cello. And please, leave a comment, share this with your friends. If you know somebody that's interested in cello, tell them to come and leave a comment. We can talk about before you even commit to lessons. Come and chat with me and figure out what you are aiming for. And um, I promise that my fees are not going to be exorbitant. I know what the situation is for lots of people, and I'm kind of in the same boat myself. So I don't go out of my way to pay lots of extra for lots of extra activities, and I'm fairly careful about how I spend my money. So that being said, I just wanted to express that you can come and talk to me. There are different ways to have lessons. We could do 30-minute lessons every week. We could do 30-minute lessons twice a week, or an hour every week. And there's things like I would be very happy to consider discounts if you sign up and pay upfront for a package, say 5 lessons, and you get a percentage discount. Or 10 lessons, that is a package paid up front, you get a discount for that, a little higher discount. And then recently, I actually about 2 years ago took lessons online for learning like the chop and jazz type of techniques, folk cello stuff. And what the platform did there was 5-minute recordings. So the student would record up to 5 minutes, and then the teacher would respond up to 5 minutes of video back. And it was all done on the website. So it was a little bit easier to keep it going. But I think it could be done in a private way. We could utilize let's say Google Drive, something like that, where you could privatize a file and upload that file, and only us two could view it, for example. So, hey, I'm really, really itching to get to meet some new students and get to work on some nice music, whether it be beginning music from Suzuki, French folk song, and lightly row and what you have you, or advanced students, up to sonatas and concertos, but also forgotten cello music if you don't mind, because there's a lot of good stuff that's excellent for learning. Okay, 10 minutes of talking. Thanks for bearing with me. You can now appreciate a little bit of the Capriccio by Alexander Uber. This is Caprice number 1 in G minor. All right, I made it all the way through, and it's quite a doozy because there's some really unexpected things that pop up in there. For example, this one pretty much always throws me off. I think if I just focused on this one for 20 or 30 minutes, it would fix most of the issues. So let's see. No, it's not like that. That's okay. So it's like that area right before this. That's just a pattern, like a sequence. Oh, and this one right here. I don't know why, but that cadence makes me that kind of fools me somehow. It goes maybe. think. A flat major? F minor? Yeah, like that. Anyway, I'm going to stop now and work on my upcoming episode number 37 for Forgotten Cello Music. Cello in the 18th century, based on the work The Violoncello and Its History, Das Violoncello und seine Geschichte, by Wasilewski or Wasilewski, something like that. Remember to press like. I would really mean a lot. Those that you are watching, press the like button, press subscribe, and leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. Remember, I am a cello teacher, and I would love to get to know some of you. Send a message, comment that you're interested, and we can chat. Thanks. Have a good weekend.